If you are listening to this video right now, there's a very strong chance you are making the same mistake I made years ago. Every day I would open the charts, not once, not twice, but 10 or 12 times. And every single time I felt, this is it, this entry has to be the right one. But let me tell you the truth, my account was not blowing up. My mind was. Today I am not going to give you any indicator. I am not selling you any strategy. Today, I am going to tell you why taking trades again and again slowly destroys you from the inside. And if you stay till the end, there's a good chance you will never repeat the mistake that 90% of traders make every single day. When I started trading, I had only one belief. More trades mean more money. I would open the charts in the morning and see opportunity in every candle. Price moved up, I entered. It came down a little, I entered. I saw a breakout, I entered. A fake breakout, entered again. In reality, I was not trading the market. I was fighting the chart. Every time my stop loss hit, I told myself it's okay, the next trade will cover it. And this is where the most dangerous disease begins. Over-entering is not a technical problem. It is a mental problem. When you miss one trade, your mind says the opportunity is gone. And the moment the next candle moves, you jump into a trade. Why? Because you are scared, fear of missing out. You are not losing money, you are losing control. And without control, trading turns into gambling. Now let's understand this logically. Suppose your strategy works 60% of the time. If you take 2 trades a day, statistics are on your side. But if you take 10 or more entries, you destroy your own edge. Your focus drops on every trade. Anger increases after every stop loss. Fear gets added to every new entry. And in the end, you even ruin the trade that was actually good. I still remember one day I had 6 consecutive stop losses. The 7th trade I took without any setup because I could not accept losing. And that one trade wiped out the entire week's profit. That day I realized something important. Money does not leave because of the market. Money leaves because of our impatience. Mark Douglas said it clearly. The best traders don't trade more, they trade better. Professional traders take fewer trades, they get bored, they wait, because they know not every move is meant to make money. Taking entries again and again means you don't trust yourself. If you remember just one thing from this video, remember this. In trading, money is not made by taking entries. Money is made by skipping entries. From today, promise yourself you will not trade every move. You will not see every candle as an opportunity, and you will treat every loss as a lesson. If this video reached your heart, write in the comments, I will take fewer but better trades. And subscribe to this channel because here we don't teach trading. We build traders. Let me ask you one question. Why do you take trades? To make money or to calm the restlessness that rises inside you when you watch the chart? Because the truth is, most people don't come to trading to make money. They come to fight their fear. And that fear slowly forces them to enter again and again. When I started trading, I was exactly like you. I opened the charts in the morning, my heart was racing, and one voice kept repeating in my head. Today I have to do something big. The first candle formed. I didn't enter. The second candle formed. FOMO started. The third candle turned green. My heart said, what if it runs without me? And right there, without thinking, I entered. No plan, no confirmed setup. Just fear that the opportunity might slip away. The moment I entered, I felt a strange relief. It felt like I was finally in the game. But the market moved slightly against me. Stop loss hit. And from that moment, a dangerous thought was born inside me. It's okay. The next entry will be right. Pay attention. This is where trading ends and gambling begins. Overconfidence and ego. A few days later, one trade worked well. I made profit. And instantly my mind created a story. See, I am starting to understand the market now. I stopped waiting. Every small move felt like an opportunity. Every pullback felt like an entry point. In reality, I was not reading the market. I was feeding my ego. My way of looking at the chart slowly changed. Earlier, I looked at the trend. Now I only looked for entries. Earlier, I waited. Now I felt restless. I no longer asked the market, is this trade worth taking? I only asked one thing. Where is the entry? And that question is the most dangerous one. Why does a person take entries again and again? Because humans cannot tolerate sitting idle, especially when the chart is moving. You feel if you don't take a trade, you will be left behind. But the truth is, the market does not leave you behind. You leave your rules behind. I admit this today. I did not take trades because there was a setup. I took trades because I wanted to prove something to myself. To show that I am also a trader. And this hunger to prove yourself forces you into overtrading. One day I took 4 consecutive entries. All 4 hit stop loss. There was money left in the account, but my mind was broken. I stared at the screen and asked myself, where did I go wrong? But the truth was, the mistake was not in the setup. The mistake was in the number of entries. That day, for the first time, I asked myself a different question. What if I only take the best trades? That is the question you should ask yourself today. Over-entering is not a sign of low knowledge. It is a sign of low patience. It proves that you want to control the market, even though the market is not in anyone's control. Now the next question is this. If over-entering is so harmful, why doesn't the mind let us stop? Why after every stop loss does the hand automatically move toward buy or sell? In the next part, I will show you how over-trading becomes an emotional addiction and hollows a trader from the inside. If you are still listening, believe me, you are not just a trader. You came here to learn. The next part will begin with your mind's most dangerous enemy. If I tell you that you don't take entries again and again, because there are opportunities in the market, but because your mind doesn't let you sit calmly, would you believe it? Because that is the truth. Overtrading is not the failure of a strategy, it is the collapse of mental balance. The biggest lie your mind tells you is this. If I didn't trade today, I will fall behind. That voice is not the market's voice. It is your mind's voice. The mind wants action. It wants results. And when it doesn't get them, it becomes restless. That's where overtrading begins. At first, you don't break rules. You just adjust them slightly. You say the setup is almost the same. Risk is a little higher, it's fine. I'll enter a bit early this time. And you don't even realize when you commit the first murder of your own rules. One entry, stop loss. The mind says the market was wrong. Second entry, stop loss again. Now the story changes, market manipulation. Third entry, anger. Fourth entry, revenge. From here, you are no longer a trader, you become a reactor. The market does something and you react without thinking. Overtrading becomes an addiction because every entry gives the mind a false hope. The next one will be right. This is the same mechanism as gambling. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And this uncertainty makes the mind addicted. You are not chasing profits, you are chasing the feeling of taking an entry. Slowly you stop reading the chart. You start reading your P&L. Every tick becomes a heartbeat, greed and profit, fear and lust. And between these two, you see only one solution. Another entry. Your mind convinces you that if you take more trades, you can recover faster. This is the most dangerous lie, because trying to recover quickly in the market leads straight to destruction. The market never forgives in a hurry. One day I kept taking trades. No profit came, but entries kept coming. In the end, the account survived, but my confidence was gone. I closed the laptop and for the first time said to myself, the problem is not the market. The problem is me. Overtrading doesn't just take your money. It takes your patience, your clarity, and your self-respect. You lose trust in yourself. And when a trader loses trust in himself, the market never trusts him. A bitter truth is this. The more trades you take, the harder the market looks. The fewer trades you take, the clearer the market becomes. Because the market does not make noise. The noise is in your mind. Overtrading is not a habit of wrong entries, it is a wrong mental state. Until your mind is calm, no strategy will work. Now the question is, if overtrading is so dangerous, why do most traders still fail even when they know all this? And why do traders who take fewer trades survive long term? In the next section, I will show you with logic and numbers how more entries kill your edge and fewer trades keep you alive. If you are still here, understand this. You are no longer part of the crowd. What's coming next will change the way you think. Now pause here for a moment. If you are thinking, if I become emotionally strong, I can handle more entries, I need to stop you right here. Because the problem is not emotion. The problem is math and probability. The market runs on numbers, not emotions. The biggest illusion traders believe is this. If my strategy works, taking more trades should give more profit. It sounds logical, but this thinking destroys the most accounts. Let's understand the logic. Suppose your strategy has a 60% win rate. Out of 10 trades, 6 win and 4 lose. If you take only the best 2 trades, probability is on your side. But when you start taking 10 or 12 trades, you are not just trading the strategy. You are trading noise, and noise never pays. What is edge? Edge means not every trade, only specific situations where the market aligns with your rules. But when you enter on every pullback, every break, every candle, your edge gets lost in the crowd. When edge is gone, trading is gone. Overtrading equals self-sabotage. I used to take 8 to 10 trades a day and thought I was a hardworking trader. In reality, I was killing my own edge. Every extra trade reduced the impact of my best trades. Focus breaks. Accuracy disappears. Tell me one thing. Can you work with full focus for 1 hour? Yes. Can you do the same for 8 straight hours? No. Trading is exactly the same. As trades increase, decisions slow down, reactions become faster and wrong. Discipline weakens, and wrong entries start feeling right. The most dangerous losses don't happen on the first trade. They happen on the 5th, 6th, or 7th trade. Because by then, the mind is tired, ego is awake, the ability to accept loss is gone. And that's when the trader takes the worst trade. The market does not attack you. It exposes your weaknesses. And overtrading is the biggest weakness. My turning point came one day when I didn't take a single trade all day. The chart kept moving, and for the first time I felt no restlessness. That day I realized something powerful. I am not afraid of the market. I am afraid of sitting idle. And that fear was forcing me into overtrading. The biggest truth of this part is simple. Taking more entries does not increase confidence, experience, or profit. It only increases the number of wrong decisions. Now the question is, if more entries destroy edge, where does a trader completely break? What is that moment where, even knowing everything, he still loses everything? In the next part, I will tell you the story of my most painful day. The day one single trade wiped out my entire month's profit. If you are still here, believe me, this is no longer just a video. It is your reality. Part 5 is the most emotional one. If you think the biggest pain in trading is losing money, you are wrong. The biggest pain is realizing the mistake was yours, not the market, and still not being able to stop yourself. That morning started normally. No anger, no fear, no rush. The chart was clear. First trade, stop loss. No problem. Second trade, stop loss again. Still calm, but after the third trade something changed. Something inside started breaking. When the third stop loss hit, I stopped looking at the market. I started looking at the P&L. That's when the trader inside me began to die. Now I was not thinking about setup quality. I was thinking about how to recover today's loss. The fourth trade was not a strategy trade. It was an ego trade. I told myself, I'm not that bad a trader. That single sentence sinks every trader. The fourth trade failed too. Anger came, my hands were shaking, the chart looked blurry. And then the fifth trade, no stop loss, only one intention. Either the market wins or I win. The loss was not huge. But what broke was not my account. What broke was my trust in myself. I sat there staring at the screen. No anger, no sound, just emptiness. That day I understood something clearly. The market didn't defeat me. I defeated myself. Every entry was my choice. Every rule was broken by me. Overtrading doesn't end when the money is gone. It ends when you are broken inside. And that breaking happens very quietly. That night I wrote one line. I am not here to fight the market. I am here to understand it. And for the first time I felt lighter. Every trader breaks one day. But the trader who survives is the one who turns that breaking into a lesson. Now the question is, if breaking is part of the journey, how do professional traders survive? What mindset stops them from entering again and again? In the next part, I will show you through books, psychology, and real professional trading why professionals make more money by trading less. If you are still here, you are not just learning, you are changing. Now understand this clearly. If taking more trades made money, the richest traders would trade the most. But reality is the opposite. Traders who survive long-term trade less and wait more. My biggest misunderstanding was thinking professionals had some secret indicator or strategy. The truth was harsh. They had a better mind and better control. Mark Douglas said it perfectly. Trading is a probability game, not a prediction game. That one line changed my thinking completely. I stopped asking the market where it will go. I started asking, does this trade fit my rules? A beginner watches every move. An emotional trader watches every candle. A professional watches only those moments where risk is low and clarity is high. Everything else he ignores. Trading less is not easy. It sounds simple, but it kills ego. It demands patience. And it forces you to accept that not every day will make money. That's where 90% of traders fail. How did I change? I made one rule. If there is no A-grade setup today, I will not trade. The first day was restless. The second day even worse. The third day, calm. For the first time I looked at the market without fear. Earlier I asked how many trades did I take today. Now I ask, how many bad trades did I avoid today? That's when results started to change. Fewer trades, less stress, better decisions, consistent profits. Professional traders are often bored. And that boredom is their biggest strength. One day the entire market was running. Social media was loud. My strategy had no trade. I did nothing. And that was my best trade of the day. No trade. A professional does not look for action. He looks for clarity. And when there is no clarity, he sits quietly. Now the final question. If trading less is so powerful, how do you stop yourself from over-entering starting today? Is there a practical rule, a mental system? In the next part, I will give you a simple but brutal framework that can pull you out of over-trading forever. If you reach this point, understand this. You are not becoming a trader. You are taking your first step toward becoming a professional. Now let me be very clear. If you think after watching this video you will suddenly become disciplined, that won't happen. Because over-trading is a habit, and habits don't break by understanding. They break by changing systems. Here's the bitter truth. You over-enter not because the market has opportunities, but because you have no system to stop yourself. I changed one question. Earlier I asked, should I take this trade or not? That question is wrong, because the mind will always find a reason to trade. I changed it to, why should I not take this trade? Now before every trade, I pause for 3 seconds and say one line to myself. If this trade ruins my account, would I still take it today? If the answer is not an instant yes, I don't take the trade. Simple. Brutal. The real weapon against overtrading is not stop loss, not indicators, not strategies. The biggest weapon is a pre-decided limit. I told myself today only 2 trades. That's it. The third setup can be perfect. I still won't take it. Why? Because my goal today is not to make money. My goal is to stay a trader long term. It will hurt your ego. It will feel bad at first. The market will run without you. You will think I should have taken it. But after some days you will notice something. You are calm. You are clear. You are in control. And that control is more important than profit. Today I skip trades not because I am afraid. I skip trades because I know not every trade is meant to make money. Some trades are meant to save you. Your job in the market is not to take entries. Your job is to avoid wrong entries. Profit will follow. The real sign that you have escaped over trading is the day skipping a trade doesn't hurt. Watching the market doesn't make you restless, and no trade feels right. That day you are no longer a trader. You are a professional. Now the next question. If discipline is so important, why does a trader still break rules even when he knows everything? What is that fear that forces rule breaking at the last moment? In the next video I will break that fear. Because as long as fear is alive, overtrading is alive. If you listen till the end, believe me, this was not just content. It was an attack on your habits. And the trader who learns to fight his habits, the market can never defeat him. If you stayed till the end, understand this. You are not an average trader. Most people leave in the first 2 minutes looking for a strategy. You stayed. That means you are not looking for money. You are looking for understanding. I will not promise you that you will never take a loss. I will not promise perfect trading. Because trading is never perfect. But one thing is certain. If after today you reduce over-entering, you will save your mind before your account. You have to win yourself before winning the market. Beating the market is not in anyone's control. Controlling yourself is real trading. The day you can skip a trade, accept a loss calmly, and close the chart without entering, know that you are on the right path. This video truly completes when the next time your hand moves toward an entry and you ask yourself, is this trade in my rules or in my ego? If you skip the trade in that moment, today's video worked. If you feel this video told your own story, write one line in the comments. I will choose quality over quantity. That comment is not for me. It is your commitment. Subscribe to this channel if you are here to become a long-term trader, not to get rich quickly. Because here, we don't sell indicators, we break bad habits. Remember this: money in the market is not made by those who move fast. Money is made by those who know how to stop. If you learn to stop, the market will teach you how to move. See you in the next video where we break the fear that forces every trader to break rules at the last moment. Until then, trade less, think bigger, and understand yourself before the market.